Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Bureau channel. And I'm so excited because today we are engine swapping the Race Mower. We're going to be taking out this old single cylinder 17.5 horsepower motor and putting in a 17 horsepower V-twin engine. I just got this engine running and she's running mint, and we're going to be taking this bad boy off and we are putting it on the Race Mower. I mean, it should fit and it should work, so we are going to do that. We're going to be taking apart this engine, taking it off the frame. So let's get straight to it. Okay, so I just got all the bolts off for the engine. So the engine is heavy, but it's free. We gotta take off all the electric stuff now, and then take this off. It should come off, and then work on taking the other engine off. But great work so far. Alright, I think I got all the wires disconnected, so now I'm just gonna take off this muffler. Alright, it is a few days later, and as you can see, I had trouble getting the engine off. I filmed the video of me trying to get it off. It will not come off. I got a pulley puller. It would not come off. It bent this. So we are filling up the tires, putting it in the back of the truck, and bringing it to my mechanic so he could torch the crap out of it and take it off so we could put this race engine on the Race Mower. Alright, it took a while, but we got it in the trunk, so let's head to the shop. It's bending.
I'd probably torch it, but I'm wondering if this should be welded back in place first, because we're losing a place to pull it from.
Should be good.
Try not to. No, you fucking.
What's that sound?
Actually, I'm surprised it's not doing that more. Last time we used these torches, it wouldn't stop popping like that. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
See, thanks anyway. I appreciate it. No problem.
Yeah. Alright, so it is the next day, and we got everything off, and this engine is ready to be put on. There is one problem, though, and that one problem is, as you can see, this coil is no good anymore. So I bought 2 new coils that are going to come Saturday. Today's Wednesday, so we got a couple days. So I thought, why not put this engine on, get the wires all hooked up, and we got to take the spark plugs out because this thing was on its side and it started to leak oil out of the carb, and we do not want it to hydro lock. So I'm going to spin it over without the spark plugs in so it can spit out the rest of the oil that's in there. And I feel like the hardest part from now is all the electrical stuff. I really got to figure out how this is all going to work. I asked my mechanic and he helped me, so I mean, I'm going to try to figure this out. I'm really pretty sure this is the only important thing, and this right here, I'm pretty sure just this thing used to have a hour thing on it to say how many hours the engine had. I think this is what this is, so maybe this isn't so important, but yeah, so we're gonna get to taking off this engine, and y'all are probably wondering why I'm actually doing this engine swap. And it's not because this engine runs bad, it's just because I want a twin in it, a V-twin, and V-twin just sound better and they're more exciting. And this engine will probably go in a new tractor project. I am hopefully in the future, I'm going to build a mud mower, so this will be going in it because this is also a powerful engine. But anyways, let's get taking this engine off and putting the new one on. Alrighty guys, this engine is loose, so So I'm gonna take her off and set her aside to the new engine. So I have to move the engine a little bit more back because the exhaust is, I don't know, it's just, the gas tank is in the way to moving the old engine out. So I think we're gonna take the exhaust off the other one, put it in. Or we'll probably just fit it in, but we gotta get this gas tank out. This is them side by side. As you can see, there's a big difference. So let's put this motor on the frame and put it all together. Bam! Oh my goodness. I had to take off the exhaust to get the engine to fit. But this could not be going smoother. The bolt holes fit. This is just going so smooth right now. But the problem is that, you know, there's no pipes on it at all. And we are gonna need a freaking muffler because I am not gonna be riding this thing around straight pipes because this thing is loud. So, but anyways, we are gonna hook this thing up to the frame, and then I'll get you guys when it's all tightened up. And yeah. Well, I got the engine connected, and this bad boy is not going anywhere. And I took the spark plugs out, and yeah, they got some oil on them, and they're pretty bad. I think I'm gonna replace them. But my mechanic said to try starting it with spark plugs out so it could spit out the oil. I got the battery connected. I don't know if I have it connected right, but let's just see if she'll like maybe turn over. Okay. I'm actually like super excited that this is all working, but there is no oil coming out of the spark plug holes. And I mean, we wait till Saturday for these new coils to come in and we'll test this thing out. There's really nothing else I could do to it besides making the foot throttle. I guess I'll get to it. This is what our carburetor situation is going to be looking like from now on. So this is the choke, and this is the gas. It's closed, it's wide open. So I think I'm just gonna hook up a spring up to here. Alright, I'll figure it out and show you guys when it's done. Well guys, I sort of have a throttle rigged up. So here's a return spring. You know, you put down here and it'll return. I got the cable going down to the foot throttle. This isn't set up yet, but this is sort of how it's gonna work. You're gonna push down and it'll give you throttle. So I gotta redo all of this. But basically this is where I'm gonna be ending the video because I gotta wait for parts and there's really nothing else I could do. I mean, it turns over. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna hook up this wiring in the next video. This is gonna be a little bit interesting. But this plan is working out very, very well, and I mean, by the next video we will be riding this thing, hopefully. I gotta sand down the flywheel and sand down the engine shaft, but this is working out very well, and thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Subscribe.